If you design a road, then somebody keeps repaving it. It's really hard to sort of drive out there and say, that's my road. But with a bridge, you build it, and 75 years later, you could probably have your grandchild taking their children out to say, that's where my grandmother built that bridge. Every bridge, whether it's instrumented or not, that I ever designed, ever oversaw construction of, is always a piece. It's like, well, not a pet, not a child, but it's kind of in that neighborhood a little bit, And every single one of them has a story for me that I take away with me. I started off in design, and then when I went into the field and oversaw some maintenance and rehabilitation, and went into codes, specifications, but always to do with bridges.
I think Charlie has left lots of legacy with the province of BC. She's had a 33-year career as a bridge engineer in this province, starting out as an engineer in training and working up to a very high technical level. And her expertise in seismic engineering is recognized throughout the province, Canada, and even worldwide in her context. And I think the big legacy that Charlie has left is a system called the BC SIMS, and that's the British Columbia Smart Infrastructure Monitoring System. It's a system that includes our strong motion network and our structural health monitoring. And so there's instruments that measure earthquake shaking in the ground and on our bridges.
The Strong Motion Network is a series of accelerometers that have a built-in capability of measuring and translating acceleration, intensity, energy from the earthquake, and they calculate velocity and displacement. And from there, the calculations go on to do the shake maps, to produce what we call a dot map. And so the dot map is the Strong Motion Network. As you have an earthquake, the bigger that dot, the more acceleration there is. The darker it is, from pale blue up through red, the more energy that's in there. So it gives you an instant visual when you look at it. It's actually a reporting station map.
Thanks to the work of Charlie, we know that our bridges, our highways are much safer today than they were 10 years ago, 20 years ago. We will all benefit from this work today, tomorrow, and over the coming decades. When you talk with Charlie about these projects, whether it's French Creek or Kelowna or South Fraser Perimeter, she talks about them like they're her children. So they're her baby, and she wants them to be the best that they can be. So she is really passionate, she's really dedicated about these projects.
Citizens of BC are getting a better bang for their tax buck over the initiatives that I've worked on. They're getting a better bridge. With the monitoring, that makes them that much safer. When you get a small quake and you can figure out what your building is doing, then you know what it'll do in a big quake. With the bridges, because of the traffic on them and the wind, we get ambient measurements all the time on it and how it's feeling. So we know from that fairly well whether we need to retrofit something. So if we close a bridge before it has a problem, that's priceless.
Charlie's vision in bringing technology to the state of practice in how we understand the seismic setting in BC and seismic risk mitigation has been perhaps her most important contribution. Bring technology to allow people to understand earthquakes better in the province and to develop response systems and methods so that we can minimize the effect of a big earthquake in the province. And that to me is her most important contribution.
I think Charlie's legacy will be Charlie's mentorship of young people and young engineers, enabling them to learn from her, and will provide them with an opportunity to carry her legacy forward and continue her work as she moves on to other things. And when I saw that side of Charlie, coupled with her technical skills, it really made me understand truly what a gem of a person she is.
Looking back on my career, I feel I've accomplished something, and I feel I've left something. I've left my profession in better shape. The specifications that I wrote for the projects for performance-based design, which worked great for us, are now a part of the Canadian Bridge Code for seismic. So I feel that I have improved the profession. I feel that I've improved the technology. And of course, I have retired from the ministry, but I'm stopped being an engineer. I don't think I ever will.